What is up, everybody? Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I wanted to stay up all night and just come out here again and record some videos, but some things happened in my life during the night, and I'm just not. Before I can really start talking to the camera and stuff, I kind of feel like I have to talk about the negative experience that I had, and I wrote about it. I wrote about it right after it happened. So I'm just gonna read it out loud. I feel like this will be I feel like this will help me. This will be therapeutic, and I'm kind of shy writing it. I'm not shy writing. I'm shy saying what I wrote down. So as if I wasn't trying because I'm scared people are gonna think it's bad writing, or think that I was my feelings weren't justified. But I know that's bullshit, because I just know that's bullshit. So this is me being completely truthful. So I'm just gonna write it. This is in the middle of I was kind of writing throughout the period where this happened, or throughout the couple hours when this happened. And so it might be a little bit it might be a little bit weird, but okay, I'm just gonna go with it. Experience, and my handwriting is not that good, so I'm gonna bump in some stuff. Anyways, experience that just happened. This is okay. Okay, I'm beginning the reading now. Experience that just happened. So I wrote, I wrote this right after the horrible experience happened. Okay. Experience that just happened. I see a baby cockroach / bug on the ground. I rescue it by putting it in the backyard. Then I hear clapping and yelling from the front of the house. I go to check. I see Jen, my mom, walking Simon into the house with no leash. Then Jen constantly lets Simon off the leash when she takes him on walks. He's dangerous off leash, not trained. He will almost certainly run after any cat / dog or animal, maybe even a car or noise. He will kill himself or something else, or many other things. I tell her, what's going on? She says something, I don't remember what. I follow her inside. I ask her calmly, can I borrow the computer, and can you get me a bike pump? She screams loud enough to wake up the neighbors from 4 or 5 houses down. Nothing but malice and anger and power, and just power hungry. No, you're not getting anything until I get my shit back. Are you insane? Are you fucking insane? Just imagine that, but just with the most okay, imagine that's your mother, and then imagine that's how you've always known her for the most part, and then imagine just that, but enough to where you can hear it literally miles away. And imagine that with the most bitter, most hate-fueled, most just, it's like she was staring at someone who killed her children. It's like she was saying that to that person, and just her face is all twisted up and her eyes are just filled with rage. So she said, no, you're not getting anything until I get my shit back. Are you insane? Are you fucking insane? Because it's my birthday, so I'm wondering if I can get my presents, and if I could borrow the computer, because she just got the computer for herself, I think. And she's saying, can I get my shit back? Because I moved bookshelves into my room to soundproof the room, and it has books that she never reads, but she wants them back. I stare at her twisted face and rageful eyes. Anger, boiling anger and frustration and pain and despair fill me completely. I'm reading this again. I know what my body wants to do. It wants to kill her, hit her, revenge. It wants to fucking end her. Scream even. It fills my senses. It becomes all that there is in my world. I'm strong though. I'm so fucking strong. I hold. Then within seconds, I rush out the door as she screams more. I walk out, my hand on my heart. It's beating so hard and so fast. There's no thoughts. There's only the. I decide to walk down the street. I pick up a vape that was lying on the ground and walk to the garbage can to throw it away at the park. I breathe with my hand on my heart, in through the nose, out through the mouth. My heart slows down barely, and I'm able to think a little bit more clearly. I know that I should not think negatively. I know that the best thing to do is to think logically and positively. Think of my options, the ways that this will benefit me, and what can be done. So while swinging on the swing set, I came to the conclusion that I need to take Simon to another home. Absolutely. He will die very soon, kill one or many things, and he will also be mistreated when he is sick or unhealthy and old. Period. He is going to another home. I thought about Aaron. Today, me and Aaron saw a dog. It was loose. His mother said that if no one picked it up, she would take it. Well, I'm going to ask Aaron if they can take Simon. I'm going to tell them the truth about why he needs another home and how he is. I'm going to offer the cage, leashes, dog food, harness, collar, and pretty much anything else. If Aaron doesn't take him, I also ask basically everybody else. And if that doesn't work, I will put him online. I want to always be with him. I want to always be able to hang out with him. But if all other options fail, I will be more than willing to have someone take him for a long period of time, and I can visit him. And if that fails, I will say goodbye to him forever if that means he's in a safe home. That's so tough to read, because he's like my everything. He's like really like my best friend, favorite person. But if I have to do it, I'm going to do it. Okay, back to reading. That's the first thing. The second thing is that I'm taking the idea of I can't live here more seriously. So what does this mean? And well, it's so good because I was really just writing and considering locking my controller and taking the TV out of my room. Because I have like a lock box that's like you can put items in there and lock them away for like 30 days or months or years even. So, and then putting the blender and toaster and fridge in here. So I got there's like a mini fridge that I got for my birthday, and then I'm thinking of like making money and then buying a blender and a toaster. So the plan is, one option that I'm thinking of doing is basically just like staying out here, or like staying outside or sleeping outside, but then going back to literally only my room, and I'm going to use only my room for like charging, the solar batteries or whatever, the battery banks or whatever, and cooking. So I'm going to get like a electric stovetop and a toaster and a like water filter and water and I'm going to put the mini fridge in there. That's like an option that I'm heavily considering. Anyways, so yeah, that's context for that. Putting the blender and toaster and fridge in here, literally only using this room as a momentary stop to eat, recharge batteries, and that's basically it. Maybe sleep when it's raining. But I'll probably sleep outside or at a friend's house. So how will I get started with this plan? Well, I am locking my controller up for months. I am taking the TV out. So let me skip ahead because this isn't really the experience. This is where I get back to it. The other thing that I thought was that this experience rattled me, but it did not help me. because I'm using this to become more the other thing that I thought was that this experience rattled me, but it did help me because I'm using this to become a more radical in my pursuit of my goals regarding soundproofing, like soundproofing my room and living out here and living outside or like at friends' houses. And just my goals in life, because it's getting me. I was moving slowly because I was not. Well, I'll just read regarding soundproofing, living here, my home life, and just overall speed when doing this. It lit a fire under my ass with the pain. I noticed this happening where Jen does something, my mom does something, and I'm rattled, and I do my goals quicker. And I wrote on my wall in Sharpie, quote, I won't live off the bad feeling and the yelling. So I wrote that kind of like on my wall because I noticed myself like I wrote I won't live off the bad feeling and the yelling because I noticed myself working my best and doing what I need to be doing and going further towards my goals after a really traumatic thing happened to me, or after a really traumatic thing happened to me where I'm just feeling horrible. And I do it more to escape the pain rather than like chase the pleasure. I do it out of like a bad feeling instead of a good feeling. Like I want to have a good feeling. I want to change. When I do things, I want to do them because of the good feeling, because I want to become better, not because I just want to escape the pain. So it's true, I don't want this to be the reason I change, but I want the reason to be positive. I want the feeling at the moment I change and go towards my goals to be positive. But here in this hell, in the beginning, when I'm breaking out, I think I am justified and okay in changing because I want to run away from the pain. But when my environment is not inherently negative and detrimental, my motivation can and I want it to come from the positive feeling. And then I wrote like I'm considering like staying at like my friend Alex's house or like Dylan's house, or switching between houses. And I would do that, just like that would be the first choice, but I'm socially anxious, and I feel like I would just like really not like it. Like I like not like it like sleeping in the same room as my friend or somebody else, and like having to talk to people all day, or like I don't know. I'm a very socially anxious person right now at my time in my life. You probably like it's probably hard to I was like, I'm having trouble because I stayed up all night, and I'm again not in the best state of mind. I have bad brain fog when this thing happens. I think it's like one of the trauma responses. I get like brain fog, and I just like can't think. But you probably misunderstood because I probably like I probably said stuff and you thought it was what I wrote, and then I probably said stuff of what I wrote and you thought I was just like adding on to it, or maybe I just didn't explain it right or didn't read it right. But yeah, I feel like reading that. Yeah, I feel like reading that is good actually. I don't know. I'm relieved that I read it because I was like anxious. Like I wanted to read it, but then I was anxious that like other people would think of me worse. Like if they saw this and saw what I was thinking and what I was thinking and what I was going through and what I was writing. Ugh. like it was like that the writing. People were going to think the writing is bad for some reason, even though there's not like it wasn't really like it was truthful to what I was going through, but it wasn't like me trying to really like that was an insecurity. Like people were going to think the writing was like low quality or something, even though I don't try to write high quality, but that was just an insecurity that I had. And I wasn't even trying to write in like a high quality way or like a characteristic way. I was just trying to write how I felt. And maybe that was the insecurity. Maybe the insecurity was that people were going to think that, you know, that's how I was. Because it is how I was. That feeling that I wrote. But I pushed past it. And that was the main point of reading that. And, you know, also to have this on recording so I can look back on this, and I'm probably going to be like I'm going to look back on this and be like, why did you have shame over this? Like, why did you have shame? This is just you expressing yourself, and it's you, you know, pushing yourself and doing what you need and doing what you want to do and doing what you need to do to get to your goals. Like, you should have read this. You should have read this on YouTube, and you should not have felt shame about it. But I do feel a little. Actually, no, I don't feel shame as much anymore. But I feel a little bit of shame. But it's probably gonna go away soon. Anyways, yeah, my mood still though is just not horrible. It's not. I say, yeah, it is horrible actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not doing good right now. I'm not doing good right now. I'm not doing good right now. And like my eyes are squinting, like even though it's not sunny, and like I can only see a little bit because like my eyes are naturally squinting even though the sun is in that direction. I don't know if it's because I have blue eyes or what, but and like the glare, dude. I don't really know how to end this video. I don't know if I should end this video. I haven't really recorded a video out here in a long time, or like at least a week, right? I don't know if I should add anything or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna end this video here. So bye bye. Mwah.